Hey guys, welcome or welcome. Not today, devil, not today. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, hi, my name is Wabosha and welcome to the Slay Squad. So I get a lot of questions about dyed hair on my DM. So this is basically me trying to answer those questions in the shortest time possible. So let's get right to it. Number one, what hair dye do I use? I use the Cream of Nature hair dye. That's the name of the brand, and the color that I use is honey blonde. Question number two, does hair dye damage your hair? Honestly, I've been dyeing my hair since like the third day I went natural when my hair was about this long, and I've never experienced any damage that I'm like, oh my god, I'm never dyeing my hair again. But then the one thing that I have to tell you is that your hair does become significantly more dry, and even after it's dyed and you feel your hair, you will just feel like, Jesus, what am I going to do? Because it will be very dry, and it will also feel a bit harder than it was before. Because I mean, you've chemically altered your hair. There's going to be a slight difference. It's just not going to be the way it was before. Okay, so now you're here, you've dyed your hair, it feels dry. What do you do next? Well, the key thing is to keep your hair moisturized. Your hair always has to be moisturized, or this is how you start experiencing breakage. And you guys, don't oil your hair with coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, and then say you have moisturized your hair. Oils are sealants, they are not moisturizers. So moisturizing your hair can be as simple as spraying it with rose water or even normal tap water, and then sealing it with a coconut oil. You can even use a leave-in. You apply leave-in first, and then that is when you seal it with your coconut oil or your olive oil or your almond oil. Don't put coconut oil on your hair and then say you've moisturized your hair. There's no moisture in that hair. You're lying to yourself. Number two is you have to keep up with your deep conditioning and your or treatment, depending on what you call it. And the one that I use, let me grab it. So this is the deep conditioner that I normally use. It's by Mega Growth, and honestly, I'm not sure about the price, if I'm being very honest. So what you want to do is you want to deep condition your hair after at least 2 weeks. When I first started out, I used to do it every week, and then as I got lazier and my hair grew longer and wash days started getting really long, I used to do it once every 2 weeks. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get two types of treatments. One will be moisturizing and another one will be for protein. So the protein one usually helps to strengthen your hair, and that is what your hair needs as colored hair. You need all the strength that you can get from these conditioners. That way your hair doesn't break. So when you're getting your deep conditioners, you want to make sure you look at your ingredients. First of all, if the first ingredient on your deep conditioner is not water, it's probably not helping you much. So you want to make sure that the first ingredient is water. Also, another thing that helps is that the protein ingredients in the deep conditioner need to be hydrolyzed. That way the protein is able to penetrate into your hair shafts much better. So like for this one, if I read, I can see like hydrolyzed glycerin, hydrolyzed oat protein, hydrolyzed vegetable protein. So basically check and make sure that your proteins are hydrolyzed in the ingredients. Another thing to note about protein treatments is you want to use them like once every month. You don't use them all the time, because you see like this one is written anti-breakage strengthener deep conditioner, which means it just makes your hair like a lot harder than it usually is. So if you keep doing your protein treatments like every week, it will make your hair so stiff that it will be prone to breakage. So too much protein treatment is not good for your hair. Make sure you alternate with a moisturizing treatment. The last thing I need to say about treatment is that the DIY treatments, like the whole mashing the bananas and the avocados and the eggs and putting it in your hair, don't do this when you have colored hair, because they're not, even if you blend them like really well, those particles are not small enough to penetrate your shaft. So it's better to get something store-bought, because the molecules are really tiny and they can be able to penetrate your hair shafts. So do less of the DIY treatments and more of something store-bought, because it's the DIY sometimes, man, they don't come through. Okay, so one last thing before I end the video. If you guys didn't notice, my hair is like almost always stretched these days. Actually, not almost always. It's always stretched, like it looks stretched, and it's because I jumped and put a texturizer on it. So if you guys want a video of the pros and cons of texturizing your hair, leave a comment that I can do it, because I wasn't really sure how many people cared for such a video, because so many people are natural these days. So yeah, I think that's it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe down below for new videos every Mondays and Thursdays. Always remember to work hard and have good intentions. Until next time, bye!